Thank you again for joining us on Talking Sport. Today we talk cricket and we are talking to the youngest coach in Ugandan cricket, never know, even in the world, Coach Jackson Ogwang. A lot is known about him, a lot is unknown, but today we unfold everything, the known, the unknown. One thing I should let you know about this coach, he is the coach who led the Cricket Cranes to their first ever T20 World Cup. The Cricket Cranes will be taking part in the T20 World Cup for the very first time. They will be going against big countries like New Zealand, Afghanistan, West Indies and PNG. As we wish them luck, today we get to know Coach Jackson Ogwang. Welcome to the show, Coach. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy to be here, happy to be hosted on the show. Thank God for life, and I thank him for all that he has done for me and my team.
How are you? How are you though?
Perfect. For now, I give thanks to the Most High God. Okay.
So Coach, last year ended on a high for you. Very big things for you. As you had taken on the team, you took on the team for 3 months as interim, but now we are going into the 4th month, right?
Yeah.
But as you had just taken on the team, you led the team to their first qualification into the World Cup. How did it feel for you?
No, that is the greatest. It will stay in my profile as the greatest thing I've ever done in my life. The greatest achievement ever, because against all odds, we made history. I personally, as an interim coach, been put in for 3 months, and in my 2nd month, we go to the qualifiers and qualify. That is a big achievement for me, a big achievement for the cricket fraternity, a big achievement for the players and all the cricket lovers.
And you did not stop only on the World Cup qualifiers. You went for the Africa Cup of Nations, defended the title successfully. But you had lost to Rwanda in the beginning games. How was that event for you?
Yeah, like we say in sports, you win some, you lose some. Right from being on top of the world, we were brought down to earth by Rwanda, beaten for the first time, but we had no choice. After that loss, we definitely had no choice. I only told the boys, the only way you can redeem yourselves after this humiliation is winning this trophy, and they did exactly that, going out there and winning all the remaining games to defend our title.
Oh, that's very nice of the team. But now going back to you, the viewers want to know, who is Jackson Ogwang before we put the coach title on it?
I'm a Langi, born in Nakawa quarters, from Kole, Aboke sub-county. My mom is there. I lost my dad in 2001. I have 3 sisters and 1 brother.
Okay, so are you the middle child?
I am the firstborn.
Wow. So how young is your last born in the family?
The last born in the family is now 16.
Oh, wow. Okay, are you the only sportsman in your family?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us, you were born in Nakawa quarters. How was your life growing up? Where did you go to school? First of all, were you a naughty child or a calm child?
No, very calm from childhood to
Coach,
to
are you
where
telling
I am.
the truth?
Yes, I am actually calm. Whoever knows me, everyone knows me as a calm guy. Yeah, I went to an army school,
Okay.
Mbuya Army Primary School. After that, went to Komboni College in Lida for 6 years. That's where I became a football player, a good one for that. And went to Chambogo University for my diploma in accounting and finance, and went to Law Development Center and pursued a diploma in law as well.
Okay, going back to Komboni, I'm told Komboni is a priest school. Were you aspiring to be a priest?
No, it is not actually a priest school. It is just a school that is surrounded. It's around where it's located in an area where there is a priest school. we are just neighbors to that, but Komboni College is not a preschool.
So so you go to Chambogo, you do a diploma in accounting and then a diploma in law. How do those marry? And why? Why those choices?
Yeah, the diploma in law, diploma in accountancy is what I did first. Actually, I blame that to not making clear career decisions. But I thank God that I managed to go through all that, I experienced all that. Diploma in law is one of my bosses I was working with at a law firm. Just wanted me to keep advancing and help him do a few things in his office. So he decided to pay for me, and yeah, I went for it. Law development said one of the hardest courses I've ever done as a sportsman. You know, as a sportsman with commitment in books, it's not that very easy. It requires a lot of sacrifice. But yeah, it was a tough 1 year. But I thank God I finished it.
How many times did you sit for the bar?
No, I did. Actually, it's a diploma. It's not.
You don't sit the.
No, we don't. No, it's not. It's not a tough one. It's just a diploma in law, not the other one.
Not the other one. Okay, yeah. That's nice. So you finished senior 6 and started working for your boss, or you finished campus and started working for your boss. How was it for you?
That was actually after my accountancy course, where I could not find what to do. And he offered me to come and help him in his office. So the idea of going to the law school came out from there.
Okay, if you don't mind me asking, when was this, which year, and which firm was this?
Akunobera and Akena in town. That was the year 2011. And in 2014, UCA gave me a job as assistant coach to Frank Subuga, ladies team.
Oh, wow.
And that's how it all started.
Wow.
Started at charity, and Kololo SS won a trophy for them, coached the boys team to the finals. Then the next year I found myself in the national team in South Africa, deputizing for Frank Subuga, and the rest is history. Okay,
so you get impressive, because impressive that you didn't make it for the national team, but now you are coaching the national team. Impressive CV. But now let's go back to, you're now given the role of, you get the opportunity to coach charity, coach Kololo. First of all, how was it joining Kololo and winning the school's cricket week?
Again, I can say that is another memorable year for me, because this is a school that is just close to Lugogo, the school that has played cricket for a long time, but they had not won the school's week. And I had a group of girls I was working with at charity, so the bond and the teamwork was there. These are the same group of girls who helped Kololo SS win the school's week that year. Okay.
Yeah. So now you get, after Kololo, you get a call from UCA to coach, assist coach under 19. Did it shock you?
No, actually, the relationship I built with the girls in 2013, and by that time when I was appointed the assistant coach of the ladies national team, I was coaching charity, and charity was one of the strongest teams in the league, a team that had close to seven players on the national team, and I think it was a wise decision for the board to think, oh, there is actually a coach who works with these girls at club level, so why don't we try him out as the assistant coach of the ladies team. Yes, my experience with the ladies team was the first. It wasn't a very good one, but it built on what I am today, because it was my first international tournament. I learned a lot from that, and it has helped me grow each and every year.
You say it wasn't the best. What exactly happened?
No, when you coach for the first time, you want to win. We didn't win.
Okay, but did you perform better?
Yeah, we performed average, not to the best of our abilities.
Okay, so you come back with the under 19. How did you now get into?
That was actually the national team.
Yeah.
Then in 2015, there is no the national team went to New Zealand. They didn't do well. They lost. So we also failed in a tournament in South Africa, where we were beaten by Ghana in our last game. That tournament we were supposed to go for the global qualifiers in Ireland. So when the boys come back, you see a completely disbanded of the national team. That same year they said there's
So you were deputizing for the girls or the boys?
The girls. Now I'm telling you how I get into
the boys.
Coaching the boys.
Okay.
So 2015, after they come back from New Zealand,
the girls,
the boys.
The boys.
The boys. Now I'm not with the girls.
Now, like you finished the under 19, you came back home. Now work stopped for the girls. You're with the girls, but there are no active.
There are no activities for the girls.
Okay, yes.
Even the boys, after that tournament in South Africa, UCS says there's no national team anymore.
Okay.
So we stay for close to a year without any activity.
That's 2014 to 2015.
2015. It's 2015 heading into 2016.
Okay.
The
no,
boys
first take us back to 2013. That was your first
2013 was my first my first call to the national ladies team was 2014.
Okay.
Yeah, December 2014.
Okay, yeah.
So after December 2014, the whole of 2015, the boys don't train. Then a group of boys approached me. Deus Masava, Arthur Chobe, Ivan Tawi, Alvin Bagaya, who was the former secretary, who was still a player by then. They tell me, coach, we are not doing anything at the moment. You are also not doing anything. We need you to come and help us as a trainer, as we want to get back slowly into the groove, because there are no activities, but we don't want to sit for so long. So I start working.
That's after the Ireland bad performance.
Yes.
In
after
the global qualifiers.
In the T20 qualifiers in South Africa,
okay,
we were beaten by Ghana. So these boys call me. We start working together alone, without any knowledge from UCA. They don't know that the team is working. So we work with the boys for a couple of months. We're facilitating everything and all that. Then Steve Tikolo comes. 2016, UCA employs Steve Tikolo. And next, the boys talk to Steve and say, Coach, before you came, we were already working with someone here. Can you take him in as your assistant? Thankfully, Steve was one person who coached me in 2011 when he was still in Uganda. He said, yes, let him work as my assistant and I look at him how he's doing. So the first 4 months of my work with Steve is the one paying me. UCA doesn't know that I work with him. I just come and volunteer with Steve. At the end of the month, he pays me. Then month number 5, UCA start giving me some money, and that is how I get into coaching. UCA start paying me. They take me to an academy, to the ICC academy in Dubai for 1 month for my coaching education. That's where I did ICC Academy Level 1 and Level 2, me and Isanis Emmanuel. Then I fully get employed by UCA as Steve Tikola's assistant.
Okay, so when did you do the Level 1 and Level 2?
That was in 2016, the ICC Academy Level 1 and 2.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a chance that the time we were at the ICC Academy, those courses were running, so we had the opportunity to join in and do it with them.
So you're a Level 2?
Level 2 ICC, which is not so recognized as an African coach. Now I need the South Africa ICC Africa Level 2 and Level 3.
Oh, are you pursuing them?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. So how was it, Steve Tikolo's regime? What great things did you achieve, and what bad things did you, not bad things, but what were the nay things?
First of all, I was so star-struck. This is a coach who has played in 5 World Cups, and him taking me in, one boy who hasn't represented Uganda, but is coaching cricket. it was something big for me. I don't know what he saw in me at that time, but whatever he saw and whatever he added on is the reason why I am coaching cricket today, because it all started with him. He believed in me. He taught me a lot of things. He's my godfather. He's my spiritual father up to today. We communicate on a daily basis, and yeah, I attribute everything I've learned he started it. Though I keep learning every day. I worked with so many coaches who added so many things to my career, but the man who kick-started it was Steve Tikolo.
Okay, so what tournaments did the team go for in Steve Tikolo's time that you were a part of?
We lost in Kampala here and got relegated to Division 4, World Cricket League Division 4. Then we went a year after that and we won that same tournament in Malaysia. We did not win a lot with Steve Tikolo, but the boys improved so much that it built a foundation for whatever you are seeing today, because he left prematurely. If he was to stay, he would be bearing the fruits of his work today. But we won and lost, but our win rate was more than our losing rate, because I remember the World Challenge League first leg a tournament that he left after, we won 5 out of 5 in Oman, and we won in Malaysia. We won a few T20 tournaments with him as head coach, but he built a foundation that Lawrence Mahatlane came and found and added on so many good things for us to be in a good space today.
So now 3 years with Mahatlane and his contract ends, he's no more. How did that, first of all, knowing that his contract is not going to be renewed, how did that make you feel?
Of course, it was a tough one to take, because like all the other coaches before him, I built a big bond with my bosses, the people I report to. So it was very hard to take for me. But he did one thing. When he left, he told me, whatever we have achieved, we have achieved it together. It's not me who did that. We have achieved it as Team Uganda. We put the team first. So that means the team that has achieved it is still around. They are the ones in charge. You are part of the technical team that has achieved all this. Even in my absence, continue with the work that we have been doing. So it was basically me trying to convince the players that all that has been achieved, it's not the coaches. It is the hard work you players have put in. So they just knew that even if I walk away this moment, the kind of culture we have built, the kind of work ethic that we have built as a national team will continue, because we built that into the players, and they're the ones who run the show when they run out to play cricket. So Mahatlane told me, even in my absence, you know what we have been working on.
So you announced interim coach right when, I think, in Ugandan cricket, we were at the hottest cooking place, World Cup qualifiers. Well, first of all, receiving the call of you're the interim head coach, how was it for you?
Yes, it showed me that now a lot have to change. It showed me that now you are on top of decision making, so you have to start thinking differently, because now you are going to think for the team. You have to start building relationships with your captain, with your senior players, with your management team, to make sure that you become a success. And that's exactly what I did. Like Mahatlane did, my technical team, the management team, held them together. me and the captain, we held hands together with the senior players, the junior players. And as we went out there for the qualifiers, it wasn't about Jackson being the interim coach, who being who. We just went as one team that is going out there to fight for Uganda. And I think there was no magic in that. We just played as a team. We just knew what we wanted, because that is a dream that Mahatlane sold. Me and Mahatlane kept preaching to the boys for the past 3 years, and it was just that moment, the moment had come where we had to go and fight for that dream, because for 3 years we talked about it. We talked about it, we preached it, so we just had to go out there. And
the World Cup qualifiers, you had to work with a consultant, Greg. Did it affect your input or output in the team?
Not at all. Very professional guy, Craig Williams, a professional, a good player in his playing days. I think he just brought the energy into the camp. Just brought the energy, brought in more information. You know, as a Ugandan or as a sportsman, as a black man, that extra voice sounds differently to different people. So that extra voice in the dressing room just drove us into the right direction. He's a very good professional. He added a lot in terms of reading the conditions, reading the opposition in Namibia, and the motivational speeches he used to give the boys. I think it just added on what we had already built and inspired us into the games.
So as we close the interview, so you win, you come second in the World Cup qualifiers, being the second team in Africa to qualify. The moment you defeated Rwanda, because you started well and lost to Namibia, and then your chances hung in balance. First of all, the win against Zimbabwe.
No.
Take us through your emotions and your everything.
No, it was only one thing. We only had one choice on that day, to either win or go home. Because we knew after losing to Namibia, if we lose to Zim, our dream is shattered. So we only had one choice, and that was winning. The good thing, we were playing a team that we had never played before. Maybe to them we were underdogs, and it played to our advantage. By the time they realized, hey, these boys are actually serious, the game was done. The game was done. And I just thank my boys that they brought out their A game that day. That was the most important game of our lives, and we came out and did everything to perfection.
Interesting. But why did you lose to Namibia?
We've played Namibia several times. We know each other so much. So if you crack under pressure a little bit, you're down. And we did not bat so well. We had a chance with the ball, dropped so many catches. And in tournaments like that, the margin of error is this small. You blink a little bit, you're down. That is what we did. We did not take our chances on that day, and that is why we ended up losing. But I thank God that we came back strong in the next games. And here we are, representing the country for the first time in the World Cup.
Interesting. So how have your 3 months been, in a nutshell? Definitely the highest is taking the team to the World Cup. Because imagine if you had not taken the team to the World Cup, what would we be saying?
I would be fighting again to make sure that happens, but thank God it happened.
It happened.
And it will remain in the history books. I'm a proud coach.
Indeed, 3 months into this interim job, and we know UCA will bring on a head coach for the World Cup. But how has it been being at the top, not at the assist?
I keep doing my thing, whether I'm at the top or as an assistant coach. I have my goals, I have my dreams, I have my own ambitions. I know where I want to be. I know that my role in Uganda cricket has always been to make sure the team performs well, to always come out and give my best. And I will continue giving my 100%, even as an assistant coach, even when they bring another coach. I'll remain Jackson. I'll remain the same hardworking person who jumped onto the scene in 2013 with the charity girls. and the one who is still continuing up to today. I've learned a lot in my journey, and I will continue learning. I want to be, to one day be that person who is one of the top coaches in Africa. I did not play a lot of international cricket, but I want to be one of the best coaches.
Interesting. So you said you're doing the South Africa coaching.
The level 3, I'm going to start pursuing it very soon. It just depends on when ICC will announce dates. But I'm ready. I'm ready to go through that whenever it comes out.
So apart from cricket cranes, do we expect to see you coaching like IPL teams, you know, Melbourne levels? Where do we see you next 5 years?
Next 5 years, I have an academy that I run, Push Cricket Academy. I want to see it on top of the world. I want to see.
Tell us more about the academy.
I want to see it producing many more players for Uganda. Everyone already knows that 80% and 70% of our under-19 boys team come through Push. And these holidays I've got like 10 girls from Naguru who have gotten back into playing cricket. And hopefully in the next 2 years we'll see Kampala girls getting back to playing for Uganda again. So my first dream is building that academy and making it something big. And of course I want to coach big. But right now my focus is Uganda. I just want us to keep improving. We have a cycle of ODI cricket coming up shortly, 1 days. So that is one that we are going to shift our focus on. We want to become an ODI nation. That means it comes with a lot of opportunities for all the young players down, the players who are coming up, opportunity for them to play more and more cricket and get exposed to the big teams in the world.
Okay. Just about the cricket, the academy, where does it meet? How does it meet? Which ages does it recruit?
We actually start from age group 6. These days we have had a consistent attendance of close to 40 boys and girls, and they're working with some of my young boys, Ahmed Yakub, Jafo Chaya, and former international Abdallah Lubega.
Okay. Finally, the cycle of players in the cricket cranes team, some of them are old and we cannot rely on them. Not saying that age is an effect, because we've seen the likes of Frank Subuga weather through the cycles. But what are we doing to keep team depth, especially to know that if this generation phases out, there is a new generation that comes?
One thing that I will credit Mahatlane for is a transitional ideas and the traditional transitional whatever that mechanism that he brought into the cricket cranes. You could see that we have a group of seniors and youngsters coming in. We have been in 3 years. I think it gave debuts to close to 15 new players, and that is why the burden is not on Frank Subuga anymore, because there is a Joseph Paguma who is coming up to replace him. There is a Siraje Subuga who can do what he does, not the way he does it, but who is trying to learn the art of how Franco Subuga does it, so that when he is not there, not playing anymore, we have someone coming in. So the transition has been smooth. You could see it's a mixture of youth and experience, and it's one group of players that is together, and the transition is going on well. When one person goes, there's already a replacement.
Thank you, Coach. Any parting shots?
All Ugandans out there, you were with us throughout the qualifiers. I ask you to be with us throughout our preparations as we head into the most exciting times in Uganda cricket, the World Cup. Support us all through, and we'll always fight for you guys.
Okay, thank you so much, Coach. Thank you for your time.